The Journey of Milo and Kael. In a small village nestled on the edge of the Enchanted Forest, there lived a little cat named Milo. Milo was an orange-furred cat with round, curious eyes, always eager to explore the world around him. He often wore an old straw hat that his owner, an elderly woman named Eliza, had made for him. The hat not only shielded Milo from the sun, but also made him feel like a true adventurer. The villagers adored Milo for his playful mischief and kind heart, but they often warned him, "Don't go into the Enchanted Forest, Milo. Dangerous creatures lurk there, including the Lord of the Forest, Kael the lion." Kael, the Lord of the Forest, was a mighty lion with shimmering golden fur and a thick, majestic mane. Despite his imposing appearance, Kael was a lonely king. He lived in a vast cave deep within the forest where he could oversee his entire domain. The villagers feared Kael because of his strength, but they didn't know that he was actually kind-hearted. He only wanted to protect the forest and its creatures, though his solitude weighed heavily on his heart. One day, Milo overheard Eliza talking about a mysterious illness spreading through the village. Many people were suffering from high fevers, dry coughs, and an inability to eat or drink. With a trembling voice, Eliza said, "There's only one thing that can save us. The red apples from the legendary apple tree in the Enchanted Forest." But no one dares to go there to find it. Milo, his adventurous spirit ignited, decided he would be the one to find the tree. He put on his straw hat, waved his tail goodbye to Eliza, and stepped into the forest. The Enchanted Forest was vast and mysterious. Towering trees blocked out the sunlight, and the sounds of chirping birds mingled with the rustling leaves. Milo walked on, his tiny paws trembling with fear, but he told himself, "I have to be brave. The village needs me." Suddenly it began to rain. Large droplets fell, soaking Milo's straw hat and turning the ground into a muddy mess. Milo slipped, tumbled into a puddle, and found himself stuck in a small pit. He meowed for help, but no one heard him. Just then, a massive figure emerged from the shadows of the forest. It was Kael, the Lord of the Enchanted Forest. Milo froze in terror, shrinking back as he saw the enormous lion with rain-drenched fur. But Kael didn't roar or attack. Instead, he leaned down, gazing at Milo with gentle eyes, and said, "Little cat, what are you doing in my forest? Don't you know this place is dangerous?" Trembling, Milo replied, I'm Milo. I came to find the legendary apple tree. My village is sick, and only the red apples can save them." Kael was silent for a moment, then used his large paw to gently pull Milo out of the mud. "You're very brave, Milo," Kael said. "I know where that tree is, but the path is perilous. You can't go alone." Milo looked at Kael, his eyes sparkling with hope. Will you help me, sir?" Kael smiled, a rare smile the forest had never seen. "All right, little cat, I'll go with you, but you must promise to listen to me." Milo nodded eagerly, and thus began the unexpected journey of two unlikely friends. Milo and Kael ventured through the forest together. The rain had stopped, but the ground remained wet, and droplets on the leaves glistened under the faint sunlight. Kael led the way with powerful strides, while Milo trotted behind, his straw hat slightly askew. Along the way, Kael told Milo about the Enchanted Forest, about its shimmering streams, talking trees, and the dangerous creatures lurking in the shadows. Suddenly, a distant growl echoed through the trees. Kael stopped, his ears perking up in alertness. "That's the gray wolf pack," he whispered. "They don't like strangers in their territory." Before Milo could react, three large wolves burst from the bushes, baring their teeth and snarling. Milo trembled, hiding behind Kael's legs, but Kael stood firm. He let out a thunderous roar that shook the forest, sending the wolves fleeing in fear, realizing they were no match for the forest lord. Milo gazed at Kael in awe. "You're so strong, Sir Kael." Kael chuckled softly. "Strength isn't everything, Milo. Sometimes courage and wisdom matter more." Kael's words made Milo think. He realized that even though he was small, he too could contribute to their journey. After hours of walking, they reached a wide river blocking their path. The water rushed fiercely, and there was no bridge in sight. Milo stared at the current, worried. "How will we cross this?" Kael looked around and pointed to a large log near the riverbank. "We can use this as a bridge," he said. But the log was too heavy. Even with Kael's strength, he couldn't move it alone. Milo, with his nimble quickness, darted around, gathering small branches and vines. He used them to tie the log together, creating a makeshift bridge. Kael was impressed by Milo's ingenuity. "You're truly clever, Milo," he said, and for the first time, Milo felt proud of himself. Together, they pushed the log across the river and overcame the obstacle. After days of travel, Milo and Kael finally reached the heart of the Enchanted Forest. There, in the middle of a lush green meadow, stood the legendary apple tree. It was tall and grand, with vibrant red apples hanging from its branches, glowing with a faint, mystical light. Milo cheered, "We found it, Sir Kael!" But their joy was short-lived. A giant snake, the guardian of the tree, slithered out from beneath its roots. "Who dares come here?" it hissed, its red eyes glaring at Milo and Kael. Kael stepped forward, shielding Milo. "We've come to take apples to save lives." He said, "Let us pass." The snake laughed. "Only those who pass my challenge may take the apples." Its challenge was a riddle. I have 4 legs and 1 arm, but I am neither beast nor bird. What am I? Milo and Kael exchanged glances, pondering. Kael, with his experience, thought of various animals, but none fit. Milo, with his quick mind, suddenly exclaimed, "It's a dog! A dog has 4 legs, and its tail can be called an arm because it wags like one." The snake was stunned, but couldn't deny the correct answer. Reluctantly, it allowed Milo and Kael to pick the apples. They quickly filled a basket with the red fruit, thanked the snake, and began their journey back. When Milo and Kael returned to the village, the people cheered with joy. The red apples indeed had healing powers, and within days, everyone recovered. Eliza hugged Milo tightly, tears streaming down her cheeks. "You're a true hero, Milo," she said. Kael, though invited to stay by the villagers, chose to return to the Enchanted Forest. Before leaving, he bent down to Milo and said, "You've taught me that even the smallest heart, if brave, can achieve wonders. Thank you, Milo." Milo wagged his tail, his straw hat swaying. "Thank you, Sir Kael. You showed me that friendship can cross any boundary." From then on, the tale of Milo and Kael became a village legend. The villagers no longer feared the Enchanted Forest and often brought gifts to Kael as thanks. As for Milo, he continued his adventures, but now he knew he always had a great friend in the forest, the Lord Kael. Tell me more about Kael Explorer or other forest creatures. The story of Milo and Kael is an inspiring journey of friendship, courage, and unity. Despite their differences in size and species, Milo and Kael overcome all odds to save their village, leaving behind a valuable lesson. There are no boundaries that cannot be crossed if we have an open heart.